Curious Cosmos welcomes you all. Why does springtime on Mars explode into action? As Earth prepares for a cozy New Year's Eve, did you know that Mars celebrates its own new year with icy avalanches, gas geysers, and winds powerful enough to reshape its polar landscape? Let's dive into the explosive and dynamic springtime on the red planet. How does a Martian year compare to Earth's? While Earth's year wraps up on December 31st, Mars completed its latest trip around the Sun on November 12, 2024. But here's the kicker. A Martian year lasts 687 Earth days, nearly double the length of ours. Instead of ringing in winter, Mars' northern hemisphere begins spring, where rising temperatures and thinning ice set off dramatic changes across the landscape. What happens when ice doesn't melt but sublimates? On Earth, spring means water ice melts into streams and rivers. But Mars doesn't play by those rules. With a thin atmosphere incapable of sustaining liquid water, ice on Mars skips the melting phase entirely, turning directly into gas, a process called sublimation. This abrupt change creates violent, noisy phenomena. As NASA scientist Serena Diniega explains, you get lots of cracks and explosions instead of melting. What causes frost avalanches on Mars? Imagine cliffsides collapsing under their own weight, not because of rain or erosion but due to carbon dioxide frost. NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, equipped with its high-rise camera, captured one such avalanche in 2015, a 66-foot wide chunk of frost hurtling down a Martian cliff. These avalanches showcase how dramatically different Mars is from Earth, particularly during its active spring. What are gas geysers, and why do they erupt? Spring sunlight penetrates translucent layers of dry ice on Mars, heating the bottom layer until it sublimates into gas. Trapped under the ice, this gas builds pressure until it bursts through the surface, shooting dark fans of sand and dust into the air. These gas geysers, unique to Mars, paint the landscape with striking patterns visible from space. Curious about the best spots to observe these explosions? Wait until December 2025, when the southern hemisphere spring begins, creating larger and more distinct geysers. Why do some Martian geysers look like giant spiders? As the ice sublimates and disappears, it leaves behind eerie patterns etched into the Martian soil, resembling giant spider legs. NASA researchers have even replicated this process in a lab to understand how these formations occur. What carves swirling troughs in Mars' North Pole? Mars' North Pole boasts a Texas-sized ice cap with spiraling troughs etched into its surface, some as long as California. These spirals, carved over millennia by fast, warm winds, offer a stunning display of natural artistry. Isaac Smith, a researcher from York University, likens the visual effect to swirling milk in a latte. The winds riding down these troughs grow faster and warmer through a process called adiabatic warming, akin to the Santa Ana winds in California or Chinook winds in the Rockies. How do winds reshape Mars dunes? The same winds responsible for carving polar troughs also transform Martian sand dunes. These winds move sand from one side of a dune to the other, causing entire dunes to migrate over time, just as they do on Earth. During winter, carbon dioxide frost freezes these dunes in place. But when spring arrives and the frost sublimates, the dunes resume their slow march across the landscape. Why is every Martian spring unique? No two Martian springs are exactly alike. Variations in temperature and ice sublimation rates dictate how fast or slow these explosive phenomena unfold. Some years see faster sublimation, leading to more intense avalanches, geysers, and wind activity, while others experience a quieter thaw. How do these Martian events help scientists? NASA's MRO has been observing Mars for nearly 2 decades, capturing rare and dramatic moments that help scientists understand the planet's surface dynamics. These insights not only reveal Mars' geological history but also offer clues about its potential for hosting life in the distant past. Could Earth experience similar phenomena? While Earth and Mars share some similarities, like sand dunes and polar ice caps, the scale and nature of Martian phenomena are far more extreme. For instance, Earth's Antarctic ice caps feature troughs, but none compare to the massive spirals on Mars. Similarly, avalanches and geysers on Earth are driven by water, not carbon dioxide. What's next for Mars exploration? As scientists continue to study Mars' surface, each discovery paints a clearer picture of its active geology and climate. From frost avalanches to wandering dunes, the red planet's springtime remains a season of surprises, and a reminder of how unique our neighboring planet truly is. So, as you sip champagne this New Year's Eve, imagine a world where the celebration involves icy explosions and avalanches instead of fireworks. Mars might be cold and barren, but its springtime is anything but boring. The wonders of Mars await you. Springtime on Mars is nothing short of extraordinary, with avalanches thundering down cliffs, gas geysers painting the surface, and winds sculpting the landscape in ways that defy imagination. These incredible phenomena remind us of just how dynamic and unpredictable the red planet can be. But this is just the beginning. What other secrets does Mars hold beneath its icy caps and shifting dunes? Could these discoveries bring us closer to understanding the possibilities of life on Mars, or even pave the way for future human exploration? If you're as fascinated by the mysteries of the cosmos as we are, let's keep the journey going together. What's your favorite Martian phenomenon from today's video? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Curious Cosmos so you never miss an opportunity to explore the universe with us. Let's unravel the mysteries of space, one question at a time. Milky Way, sparkles.